going on, y'all? It's your man Jay Alonzo from Back to the Classic Podcast. Welcome back. Turn my mic up. Introduce the fellas to my left.
What's good with y'all? King Corey from Over the Top LV.
Big Los, the Noise Podcast. I'm back.
Oliver Ken, the Noise Podcast. We ain't here.
Actually, let me clear something up. I was never gone. I was cameraman on the last one. So I was there. I just wasn't there. You feel me?
Right.
But I'm visual now. I'm here.
So we're here to talk about one of the titans in the game. Lil Wayne dropped the Funeral album. Last Friday?
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. So what we thinking, man? 24 tracks. I'll kick it off. I'll say this. This is probably the closest to old school Lil Wayne that we'll ever get to. He sounds more clear. He sounds more aware of what he's talking about. My only issue is the albums are too damn long. You feel what I'm saying? 24 tracks feels like 24 tracks. You feel what I'm saying? So it's one of those things where, like, all right, you run through it and it's like you get certain joints like look, I'll say this real quick. The intro, Funeral, going into Mahogany, goddamn, my face lit up. When I say my shit lit up, Mahogany, that Manny Fresh beat is, I've never heard Manny Fresh beat sound like that. You dig what I'm saying? And I remember one time there was this old YouTube clip where Manny Fresh is in the car with Mystical, I think Wayne, maybe Mystical and Wayne, and he's playing these beats.
I think it was Mystical. That's the help the bell. We let that happen.
He's playing these beats, and when it comes to Manny Fresh beats, you know what to expect from a Manny Fresh beat. But the beats he was playing was like, bro, like you said you were doing this for a little while. Cause these joints don't sound like your typical Manny Fresh. So when Mahogany comes on, Mahogany is so fucking smooth. Like, it was instantly like my favorite record until I got to the Big Sean record, which I thought was hella dope. Then I got to the record where they were up with I might say Triple X. I fucking hate that song.
Yeah.
But you can find what I was talking about. Maybe.
I really thought you were about to sit here and lie and say that was a good record.
Not at all.
Yeah, no, I'm just right now. Yeah, you're going too far. I'm about to say,
now
you
we're
are
in
lying.
Big Body territory.
No.
you're hitting borderline right now.
I was talking to him, and he didn't care for it, but Don't Sleep with Takeoff. That shit's hard to me, you know what I'm saying? Harden is slaps, tough.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? And then I don't mind Wayne's World. Piano Trap is dope. Bing James is my shit, and I love, bro, Stop Playing With Me, bro. That shit goes in.
Yeah,
but
I stopped playing on me as a skip.
What?
I think so.
No, I think on this album you can honestly skip like a solid 5 at best 6. We'll go through those later, but maybe 5 or 6 at best you can actually skip, bro. You have like a solid project.
Yeah, one thing I'll say about this CD that I probably haven't been able to say about a lot of other CDs. With Wayne, we've had so much of a diverse Wayne that I feel like every track on the CD needs to be on the CD. It's a long CD, you feel me? But even with the skips, I don't feel like I would have necessarily took them off the album. Like, I think it was Wayne. Like, even the ones you're like, man, I don't really want to listen, but that's Wayne that we've grown accustomed to being like, okay, you feel me, this is Lil Wayne. I think it's the best he done sounded, though, since Carter 3. Like, we haven't heard of Lil Wayne in a long, from a full project standpoint.
Yeah.
Like, and this is head miles farther better than fucking Carter 5.
Oh, yeah.
Way better than Carter 5. So.
Oh, man, better than Rebirth. I'm not even being too.
One
the
thing
last
with,
4 projects, I'm a good one.
One thing with Wayne is I agree with you to a certain point. With Wayne, he doesn't necessarily give you skippables. He gives you like palate cleansers.
Yeah.
So it's like you did this for me, but then now I kind of got to refresh. I got to drink some water.
Yeah.
Do the nori breathe with the veneers, and just kind of like feel better than go
Got
into.
the Lorges?
I didn't want to cut you off quick.
No. I was gonna say pretty much the same thing, because one thing about a lot of the tracks that I put on my skip later on, we'll go through that. I kind of feel like you said with the palate cleanse, because I would skip a track and then give me another track like, there we go. There's Wayne again. Okay, back to it. Might skip a track. Okay, it's another good track again. So you feel me? I think, like I said, I think every track on the CD was needed to be on there. I think because it's been so long since we've heard from Wayne, and I think he needed that. I mean, 24 tracks is a lot of tracks, but I think that's been a trend now. I know we was talking about that earlier, that I think artists now are just putting out these larger projects, like versus giving you, 10 tracks and you don't know.
Fans can pick out the ones they like.
Exactly, and everything else is fine. Because, I mean, to me, the CD was, like I said, I have probably about 5 or 6 skips on the CD. But overall, the CD was pretty dope, man, for real.
So, because I know my co-host so well, I know
we've been waiting on this.
We got something to say.
I think this half of the room is gonna feel a little differently. I didn't hate the album, but especially you can look at my notes with my thumbs up and my thumbs down. It is literally half and half for me. I have 12 songs thumbs up and I have 12 songs thumbs down.
You know what? And that's crazy. Not to cut you off, but that's crazy. Because I'm looking at my notes, I have about probably 6 skips, and I think I have like 7 or 8, maybe even 6. Like, okay, these are the ones,
right?
So, and everything else to me is like filler.
It's a palate cleanser. Exactly.
Yeah. Everything else is filler.
I gotta disagree with you, Jay. I think Funeral may have been Wayne's weakest intro.
I was gonna say the same thing too.
What?
I hate the intro.
One thing with me, and I was actually talking to Kevin about it. No matter whether the album's gonna be garbage or whatever the case is, I long for a Lil Wayne intro record. That nigga never let you down with what was it? Fly In, fucking the piano record from Carter 4? No, not Carter 4. Which one was it?
3?
Maybe that's not that 3.
Was it 3? No, because 3 was like classic. There's one of them where the album, it may have been 4. Nope, it wasn't 4. Because 4 was him. That was his 444.
The piano intro.
It was a piano intro. No, I don't even think it was a Carter record. I think it was one of his little off-brand albums that he had.
Okay.
But anyway, either way it goes,
he gives a good intro though.
He always gives you a good intro. I was very let down by Funeral, but it does pick back up with
the next track. Exactly.
But one thing about this album that I noticed, and again, you can go off my thumbs up and my thumbs down. You don't get a consistent like, oh, I fuck with this record. You know what I'm saying? You get, I fuck with this record, and oh, I fuck with this record.
Yeah, most definitely.
Skip, I fuck with this record. And you know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't really have that flow to me. And I think that's one of the things that kind of let me down about it. I never could like just sit with it and rock like a cool little momentum.
Yeah.
I think about albums like Views from the Six. How I say all the time, like to me the first 5 or 6 records, I'm like, you can just go with Views, but after that, then it's like, at least I was taken to a height.
Exactly.
You never really get the opportunity to go to a height.
No, most definitely.
This one, you just kind of, you know what I'm saying? It's just really bad.
Yeah, well, I mean, I hear what you're saying, but I could really say, I had that feeling. That's crazy, y'all didn't like the intro, but like, for me, the first 5 records,
you feel like we betrayed you.
Yeah, brought me in, you know what I'm saying?
It's crazy I like the intro though, but
it's crazy none of y'all like it, but fuck it, I do. It is what it is. No, I thought the first 5 songs the first 6 songs going into the album was like, all right, these are stuff me. I didn't get to the end to maybe like the platform joint. Then it picks back up with Bing James. Now even the Bing James is a super diverse record between us because you don't know whether you like it for J-Rock, you like it for Wayne, or for the beat, or whatever the case may be. But oh my bad, I didn't even mean to be playing a song right now. But no, what I really thought was just the way that the album at least kicks up for me, at least showed us that we're not getting the type of Wayne that you don't understand what the fuck he's saying. You can clearly tell he's high off some shit. It's one of those like, well, if he like you said, like it's portions. So at least if you are getting out, it's a portion of it. Cool.
No, most
one thing I will say though is that his features delivered.
They did.
I would say everyone except
May rest Triple X.
But and with all due respect, obviously God rest the dead, but I was never a Triple X fan, so I never had really high hopes for that.
Exactly.
But other than that, like even with Takeoff, I had no hopes for Takeoff, and I thought Takeoff had one of the best verses
gas
on the
that
album.
shit.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
That's crazy because that's another one of my skips. Like,
is it?
It is. It really is. That's another one of my skips. Like, I was not feeling that track.
I Don't Sleep.
I like I Don't Sleep.
I was not feeling that track at all. You feel me? I didn't understand why Takeoff was on the track. Like,
because all the other Migos were busy.
Give me one of them then.
Takeoff was playing PS4 at the crib, got a phone call from an unsaved number 4.
He's so one nigga called me from the West.
He's like, first of all, Storm Takeoff can actually spit, man. Takeoff can
I wouldn't push that.
That's not the narrative.
He's not the most popular Migo. We know that, but I'm just saying, out of the three, Takeoff got some shit, man. Out of them three niggas, come on.
Man, I don't hear that shit.
All right, well,
That's a whole nother episode.
That's a whole episode that we'll talk about.
He said out of the three, he's third.
He's third.
Yeah. So you tell me Quick must be better than Takeoff?
Yes.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
Okay, so you would listen to a Takeoff record?
I've done it before I listen to Quavo shit. Yes, I heard Offset first, then Takeoff, then Quavo. Dead ass.
Oh, wait, you also like the intro to Lil Wayne shit. This Lil Wayne,
Right, I said,
you know, yo, got
So fuck my feelings, but
fuck that much. All right, sure.
No problem.
So you were gonna get the Takeoff Lil Yachty album, weren't you?
No, I was not.
Yeah, you were.
I don't fuck with Lil Yachty.
Takeoff the best Migo. You heard it here first. Jay Alonso.
Jay Alonso, Takeoff.
I don't fuck with Lil Yachty.
You fuck with Takeoff?
Yes.
But I don't know
All right,
what's
man.
wrong with your kids these days, man.
Get it back.
That don't even sound good.
Get it back to the album, man. Yeah, man. It's just I don't dislike the album. It doesn't have much replay value to me, and I also feel with this, inconsistent back and forth with kind of like the mood you were getting from the album. I feel like Wayne's World wasn't a really good closer either.
Nah, most likely it wasn't, because today was my fourth time running through the CD. I've listened to this shit 4 times, and to me, each time I listened to it, it got better. But when I listened to this 4th time, I was listening. I'm like, fuck, Wayne's World's the end. And I'm like, that shouldn't have really ended like that. So you feel me? But Wayne's World to me was a good track. It just, I don't think it should have been the.
I feel like if he had switched Wayne's World and T.O., then I'd be a little happier.
Okay.
No, but I think I feel the way because it's fucking long. Like I thought Wayne's World was an okay track. For a closer, it was okay, but at the same time, I've been sitting with this shit for an hour and 15 minutes. I'm ready for this to end.
But you also gotta remember with the 24 tracks, some of them are like 2.5.
Yeah, because there's not too many songs.
Sights and Silencers? Wayne doesn't even have a fucking verse on that.
Whose song is that?
I'm assuming The Dream.
That can definitely go.
Yeah, but I think we can all agree, even if we don't. Because I'm probably gonna say this. Like I feel like you, Los. I'm not saying the album was trash, and I'm not even saying the album was great. You feel me? Right. But I do feel like this is the best Wayne.
It's the best we've heard since 3
in a long time. Absolutely. And the CD is really full of a bunch of punchlines. Like, Wayne gave us punchlines.
He's rapping, bro.
I don't care when nobody say that the album isn't the greatest album. The album's not even, by far any of his best work. But he was spitting in this shit, and we haven't heard Wayne spit in a long time. And I think this is the closest you're gonna ever get to vintage Wayne again. Like you're never gonna get vintage Wayne.
I'll say this, and then Kev, I run it to you. I would cut. We'll get to it. Obviously, I would cut 6 records out of the other 6 that I have thumbs down.
Yeah.
Leave the as a filler, as a palate cleanser. The 6 records I cut when we get there would make this one of Wayne's best albums. But I think it suffers because it's
24. So you'll cut 6 out of the 24 and then we be one of Wayne's best projects.
If you cut 6 out of 24, then it'd be one of Wayne's best albums.
They're on the same page.
Yeah, me too. Because I have 5 and I really need 6 that I would completely that I would cut out. So I'm interested to see later on what 6 everybody picked, because
even with the 6 cut, that's still 18 tracks.
That's still 18 tracks, a long ass CD for sure. Now, Kev,
That's
fucking Kev.
I didn't do nothing.
Because you said disrespectful shit today.
I said one thing.
You said disrespectful shit.
He said, let me get going.
So I'm gonna let him prove his point before we have to go into this damn debate here.
Now, I do.
Fuck that, man. I don't hear that shit, bro.
I do agree with you guys. It's probably the best sounding Wayne we got since Carter 3.
Okay.
I do agree with you. Before we even get there, Jay, your music opinion is very weird.
Why is that? I don't know you got on this show.
Yours is very weird because when we did the game review, you said it was too long. Mm-hmm. All right. I told you my reason why you felt the way, because they all sound the same. Mm-hmm. Feel the same way with this. You didn't say that about him album. There's 20 tracks on the album with three skits. You didn't say that about him. Why? Because the tracks don't sound the same. That's number 1. Number 2, a lot of shit that you said is hot or that you rocking with, I get it, it's your opinion, but it don't be hot.
I don't be hot. I thought you just pinned my point. right down here.
No, that's just you. No, I love you. Jay knows I love you.
But you kind of just came for me like.
No, Jay knows. No. I'm coming for Corey too. Because Corey biased. Corey biased is a motherfucker.
Biased?
You biased.
I'm the least biased person in here. You except for when it comes.
No.
When it comes because you probably gonna say what I'm gonna say about you.
When it comes to Wayne, when it comes to Wayne, you're biased. I would say that. That was the only thing I was saying. When it comes to Wayne, you're biased. Because a lot of stuff you were saying, like in our group chat, you ain't really say right here. But that's me.
Okay, well, we gonna get to that.
Me personally,
You
mahogany track.
just calling motherfuckers out. That's what you want right now.
Mahogany
Because he
track.
know he's gonna get his blasphemy right here. The blasphemy that he told me today.
The mahogany track is fire. That shit's fire. Hard track, fire. The track with 2 Chainz. I like this 2 Chainz.
That's
okay.
Fire.
Except for that accurate African line is horrible.
The Wild Dogs is a weird track to me because sonically I'm like, it's not there. But when I listen to it, he's gassing it. So I'm like, all right. It was one more. The piano track. I like the second half of piano track.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
That beat switch. That shit is hard.
Yeah, that shit is hard. Yeah.
But that's it for me.
All right, so now, Kev. Now I want to say something here because see that just settled our beef right here because earlier today it wasn't that. Earlier today it was.
No, it was. You're right. It was that because when I said that, I was like,
So wait, so 4 is more respectable?
when I said that,
it sounds a little bit more reasonable. You're not gonna tell me 2. I'm like,
No,
everybody
you're
got
right.
4 tracks in this.
You're right. No, you're absolutely right. Because when I first said it, I was thinking just mahogany and hard. And then after I said that, literally, I put it on. I was like, let me make sure I'm not bugging. So I put it on again, playing PS4, and I was like, okay, I can rock with these.
So let me ask you this. Okay, so you say 4 that you really rock with. So that leaves 20 other tracks. So I'm trying to make light.
You know, like 20 songs.
So
Again, before you even get there, I'm not a Wayne fan.
and that was what I said because I told you when you said that was me being biased, I was gonna bring up the Eminem thing. Like I'm not the biggest Eminem fan, and when we just did our last review on Eminem, I was like,
Yeah, I'm not a Wayne fan. That doesn't take the way that I can say that when he's rapping, he's rapping.
Yeah, most
One, I think I told you the Khaled. This is back in the day, but the Khaled is it the We Taking Over track? He gassed that verse.
Yeah.
So I can admit when he's gassing shit by far, but I'm not invested like that. You
Most
know what I
definitely.
mean? To really dump in it like that.
Not most people who aren't Lil Wayne fans, you feel me? I'm pretty sure a lot of them feel the same way with the album. But I mean, back up with 20 tracks though. So are you saying all the other 20 tracks are like?
I'm not saying they're trash.
cool on them?
I'm
Or
just
you saying-
cool on them. But that's me. Like if it doesn't appeal to me sonically first, I can't rock with it.
No, most
To
definitely.
me, Wayne sounds like I know you're not a father. I don't know if you're a father.
No, not a father.
I know we are. You know how when your kid is just doing hella weird shit, they're saying they're rambling and they got a weird ass voice and they're playing around. That's what Wayne sounds like to me.
So okay, so
That's what Wayne sounds like.
So
Wayne is a daddy, look what I can do.
Yes.
Watch this. Watch
You know what I mean? So
with an annoying voice.
exactly. Again, I'm not saying the tracks are completely trash. They're just not for me.
Not for you. You've never been a big Wayne fan.
I've never been a big
And it's
Wayne.
always been for that same reason, I'm guessing.
Exactly.
The voice and the way he sounds.
Well, yes and no, because early Wayne, I can tolerate it. It just seems like once he started to transition to whatever he's transitioning to, that's when I'm like, I can't.
I feel that. That's
a
the
16-year-old that's about to kill you in the comments.
He can't whoop me.
Sure, he can't.
But that's respectable because earlier today I was like, man, there's no.
No, you're right. You're right. I said that and I was like, damn, Kev, you jumped out the window.
And I didn't go back and back somebody out here too because
Let me go back.
what's the person on our Facebook? Yeah, there ain't no way only like 3 tracks either. There's no way.
Shauna, yeah.
Shauna, you don't like only 3 tracks.
I will say the production. I'm rocking with the production on it.
That sounds good. Yeah.
Production. I didn't really care for the intro, but sonically when I listened to it, I was like, oh, this might be some shit.
Yeah, no, most definitely.
So yeah.
Yeah, okay, so that's understandable, man. That's a lot more understandable than
No, yeah, you're right.
the 2 tracks. Man, you had me bugging today. I'm like, 2 tracks? Like, I literally text this nigga Julian like, bro, like, did you like to see this? Like, yo, what's it? Honestly, you know what I'm gonna get to before I get to what I just Am I gonna be a beat against the corner here? Like,
He goes, bro, did you like the CD, bro? I was like,
swear I did.
Yeah, it was cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro,
Yeah.
I know what tripping because Cam tripping, bro. Like, this nigga said
I will say that. Yeah, 2 tracks was out there.
If y'all actually saw our group chats, which is about it,
You know that this is really serious. Like, you guys only get the half of it here. Like,
this shit ain't just on camera.
this is like, we really do this every day.
Corey texted me in like an emergency, bro. Like, am I tripping?
911.
Stop what you doing.
Would you like to
answer me now.
I cannot be in the corner by myself with this.
Before we get into like the skippables and the favorite records, I think, and I've heard this kind of from everybody, even from the ones who are championing the album to us over here. I think this album, this is one of the albums that we can say suffer from being as long as it is.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, I can say
Because of
that.
the amount of cuts
For
that
sure.
you can have from it.
Yeah.
Again, this could just be me. It doesn't give you that cohesive listening. You know what I'm saying?
No, most
like
definitely.
this isn't an album I can put on and then put my phone down. You know? What
No,
I'm
you're
saying?
absolutely right.
Leave it on the aux cord and walk away from the
I will
speaker,
say, like,
you know what I mean?
the tracks I like if they was to come on somewhere, then I'm like, yeah, I'm rocking with it. But you're absolutely right. I'm not putting it on just to listen to it. I'm not.
Yeah, no. But I will say this too. Wayne still today, right now, spits better than half of these new rappers that came out
Facts.
right now. Anybody that even remotely sounds anything similar to Wayne spits better than them.
Way better than
Still,
all the
even right
kids he
now.
created, he's still better.
All his sons, everybody, he spits better than them right now. And I think Wayne, if he didn't do nothing else with this CD, I think he proved that, you know what, he can still spit. Like, yo, I can still do this. And I felt the same way with M's track. Like, I didn't necessarily like M's album, but I think he came on and said, look, I can still do this. I can still wrap circles around you niggas if I want to.
That's what I was gonna say had I been able to be on the review. I don't think we'd listen, and I think this is where Wayne is at now. I don't think we necessarily listen to their records to be like, oh, okay, I'm expecting, you know what I'm saying, some classic Wayne. I'm expecting some shit I could live with for 3 or 4 years. I think we just listen to see if they still got it. See if they can still give us that oh shit value. And I think that's what we got from Music to Be Murdered By.
No, most
I think you put that record, you literally put that record on because you know M is just gonna spit crazy, but you don't necessarily go back to it.
I agree with that.
That's true.
But I'd be in the gym.
I agree with that.
I'd be in the gym. If I was in the gym, I probably would.
And you're angry.
I'm not angry. I'm very calm. I'm cool.
To add to that though, I would say another thing that it does, at least for me, as we have these artists that we grew up with, like a Wayne or a Game or Eminem, whatever, like when they put out a project, it's like, first of all, you're appreciative that they're just still cranking out material. I grew up with this, you know what I'm saying? But furthermore, like, and especially listen to Mahogany, because we can agree Mahogany is a favorite amongst all four.
Mahogany might be my best on here.
It makes you wonder if we can get certain things in the future, like,
that nigga was
yeah. I listen to Mahogany really hit me like, yo, if I can get a full 12-track Wayne album produced entirely by Manny Fresh, like, think about the gems we get out of that.
Yeah,
But I think but you know, and I feel that, but I think that people don't understand, like, it goes back to saying the Wayne that we have now, and I even think this is the Wayne that we've always had. Like, Wayne has always thought he was a rock star anyways. Right. So even if we got a 12-track fully produced by Manny Fresh, Wayne is going to put one of those tracks.
He's going to go left.
He's going to go left on the track. It's going to be one of those tracks, and that's why I said, even with the 24 tracks and even with 6 skips, I don't feel like necessarily nothing should have been took off the album because it's all Wayne. Like, yeah, he could have made it shorter, and I mean, he could have. There's no way that Wayne's gonna ever give us a 1 to 12, 1 to 18, just him spinning. You're not gonna get that. You're gonna get that off the wall track. You're gonna get that rock star sounding track because that's who he is. You feel me? So I just think that that's some people that got you have to accept that. Like, that's Wayne.
You know what's crazy? You know what I mean? Like, I think it's a give and take with all artists. If they're around longer, obviously they got a chance to put out bad work.
Yeah.
Wayne's been around literally our whole life.
Our whole life.
So that gotta be like, we gotta say something about that. Like, to put out this quality of work to be around, what, 20 plus years probably?
Most definitely.
You know what I mean? Like,
to the point
that's
you are
crazy.
literally seeing the people that you spawn. You're seeing every rapper that has came out. You can say, damn, they have taken shit.
It's a lot of rappers, especially from what we seen that after a hot single, that's it.
Yeah, no, most definitely.
Yeah.
Most definitely. And for him to come back after all these years of sounding crazy and nobody's checking to hear a Wayne track, for him to come out and give us this, I was like, damn, like, you know, I was actually, you know, I was actually cool with the album. Like I said, I don't think it's a great album.
Yeah, exactly.
But I couldn't complain.
It's better than what he gave us.
Yeah. For an album to come after Carter 5, I'm not mad at this.
No, most definitely. Most definitely.
Jay, what's your favorites and then what could be skipped?
Oh, goody.
Well, taking off rather.
Okay, so my favorites are Funeral. Love Mahogany. I Do It. I like Dreams a lot.
I do. I'm sorry. Go
Really?
ahead. Yeah, man. Go ahead.
Oh man, and I don't like Big Sean at all. But I happen to really enjoy that.
I thought I Do It was a filler track for me too.
Yeah, like, this is
Damn.
It was filler.
Wow, that's crazy.
It wasn't on my skip, but it was a filler though.
I like Dreams. I just hate the
it was
hook.
a name value filler at that. Like
For sure.
Big Sean's on that album. He gives you 3 bars, but he's
He's there though.
Stop Playing With Me is dope. Bing James is dope. Not Me is dope. Know You Know is dope. Heartin' is fucking awesome. I love that record. Don't Sleep is dope. Piano Trap. And yeah, that would be that. Definitely the Skippables can go. Trust Nobody with Adam Levine can definitely go. Wild Dogs is trash to me. I don't know whose song is Sights and Silences, so that can definitely go.
It's Dreams, right?
Ball Hard is trash. Bastard is trash. Get Out of My Head is trash.
I feel like he put Sights and Silencer on there by like accident because it's only like 2 minutes. Wayne forgot to put his verse.
But I was
on
like,
this shit.
I said, what?
He was just high as fuck. With it.
I was like, what song is this?
I thought it was an ad or something. I'm like, yo, what is this?
Sound on that shit. Just let it play.
He just bounced that out.
Just let that play.
And Dark Side is dope too. I think Dark Side is hella dope too. Besides those, that's about it for me.
Sounds like you only liked about 5 tracks, though. Honestly, Jay. 5, 6 tracks.
I've named them on solid.
Because it was a lot of skip.
like 5 or 6.
The first
Those are my favorites, not the skip.
okay.
All that are my favorites. Everything else is filler.
Makes sense. I feel okay. That makes sense.
That's why I didn't even mention it.
Okay.
That makes sense for sure. So I mean, my keeps on here, we kind of almost are the same. We got a couple that are different from each other, but Mahogany, Bing James, Not Me, Harden, Ball Hard, Piano Trap, and I end up putting Wayne's World on there today. Those are the tracks that I actually thought were like fire tracks because he's spitting on these tracks. My skips are Stop Playing With Me, Wild Dogs, I Don't Sleep, Sights and Silencers, and that Get Out of My Head track. Those were like the ones where I was like, damn, I think Wayne kind of went far left. Once again,
The track with Triple X?
Yeah. Once again, no disrespect to Triple X. I've never been a Triple X fan.
Me either, but I think he did whatever he was supposed to do. I think he did that.
No, most definitely. I just didn't like the track overall. But it was like, okay, I know I'm gonna get some rock and roll, off the wall, crazy shit with Wayne. So, I kind of expected. That's why I said I probably wouldn't have took it off the CD. But just be personally, those are skips for me. Like, I'm cool on those ones. You take those out to me, and I think the rest of the tracks are fillers. But I think now you get some consistency when you're playing these.
Yeah.
Because now it sounds okay, cool. Because you're gonna have, if you have an 18-track CD, you're gonna have fillers. There's no way that you're gonna have 18 CDs. Tracks is full of bangers, like start to finish, full of bangers. You have to have some kind of filler in there. So I think that leaves a good balance of filler in there.
The beat break.
Exactly.
So I got Mahogany on there. Call me crazy. I like Dreams. I don't know why I like Dreams.
I like Dreams too. I like the hook.
I got a crazy ass opinion with Dreams. I would have loved Dreams if 2 Chainz's verse was on Dreams. Like I would have heard. I thought that was like the perfect track for.
But one thing I will say about Dreams though is where my bias comes from. To me, a live performance will make something way better than what it is. And I saw Dreams on Fallon before I gave the album a full listen, and I thought it sounded amazing live. So I'm like, all right, well, shit, I already got this thought process in my head about the song already. So because of that, but I like Dreams. Stop Playing With Me is my shit. Bing James, maybe it could be up there between Harden and Mahogany was one of the best on the actual album.
Yeah.
Not Me, absolutely. No, You Know, definitely Harden. I Don't Sleep. I don't know how you can skip that, man. That's a good one. Bastard, Piano Trap, of course.
I like Bastard. I didn't think nobody.
Wait, you like Bastard?
I like that track too.
I'm cool on that. I'm good on Bastard.
Yeah, he was rapping his ass off on Bastard.
He was spitting on Bastard.
Yeah, and it was a classic Wayne spittage.
Yeah, he was
on
spitting.
Bastard.
He was spitting.
He was just going. T.O. with OT Genesis, and like I said, I'm half and half on Wayne's World. As far as the records that can go, I can line them up. Dark Side, Nevermind can go
for sure.
Wild Dogs can go.
Wild Dogs is terrible.
And Mamma Mia can go. Everything else, filler. I think you take out those 5 records. Hold on. Sights and Silencers as well. That can kick rocks. You take off those 6 records, and you have a really good Wayne album.
No, most definitely.
You have a really good Wayne album without those 6 records. Chop that bitch down to 18. Man, I think that's the way to go.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, I agree with you. Chop it down. For me personally, no, I'm not gonna say it's a lot of tracks. I kind of agree with you on all our tracks. I think T.O. is dope. Harden is dope. Again, it appeals to me sonically. I don't know why though. It's Wild Dogs track with 2 Chainz is dope. That track is really dope. And Mahogany. Everything else, I'm not saying it can be like left off, but I'll skip it.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel that.
What you giving it out of 10, Jay?
With as focused as Wayne sounds on this album, focus is a strong word. Take it back. As clear as he sounds, on this album, I'll give it a solid 6 out of 10.
6?
Yeah, I give it a 6.
Hey, shit,
It's a little low.
that's a little low. Yeah, I didn't think he was gonna give it a 6.
Man, I ain't give it a 5.
Oh,
Not a 4.
Yeah,
I mean, mine ain't too, much.
me neither. You feel me? But a 6.
Why I give me shit then?
Yeah, man.
I'm not giving you shit, Jay, because I think
He's going lower.
No, I was rocking with 6.
Okay, that's see. We already knew where Cavs stood.
Yeah,
for this,
I was
but
like
you was
6.
you was have my back in the text message. You get on this motherfucker and say a 6. Shit.
He said, hell yeah, but it gets a D.
All bullshit aside, I'd give this album a solid 7.
Yeah.
It like I said, it wasn't the best album. I think, for what it was a, dope album. It's definitely too long. I think we all pretty much agree, that there's for sure at least 6 tracks that you can take out.
Got to go.
Like, you can take them out or skip them or whatever you want to say. So, I'll say 7. You feel me? A solid 7 I'll give this album.
I'm agreeing with you all the way. 7. Until that little stint of just those 3 records at the end, it could just go.
Yeah.
Could have hit 7.5.
Me too, that's what I was thinking.
But
too.
I think you got to the place where 20 records, the last 4 records are just like,
take it off.
It immediately becomes I can cut this album off now.
Gotcha.
And I think that's what bumps it down to a 7. Other than that, man, I think Wayne gave us something. I think he made up for that Carter 5 debacle.
Yeah.
Which was only a victim of age, I'll say.
Absolutely.
Carter 5 was just a victim of the time it came out, because it definitely should have came out when it was slated to come out. But yeah, solid comeback for Wayne. I really look forward to, because it doesn't sound like a final album. I know we had the conversation on that episode.
It definitely didn't sound like
It definitely doesn't sound like a final album. And if it was a final album, I'd actually be highly disappointed if this is how he chooses to go out the game.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, I think 7 is a good way, and I actually look forward to what he can do going forward. Now that he has an idea of who TDE is and who 21 Savage
Who 21 Savage is.
You know what I'm saying? Someone just take his lean cup at the session. That's all.
I would like to hear a 21 Savage verse on one of these dead tracks.
That's who I felt was missing.
It would have been.
He didn't know who he was.
Yeah, that's probably.
He thought 21 Savage was
trying to contact
21 different niggas.
Low-key, 21 Savage would have 8 on Harden. 21 Savage would have shit to Harden.
Minor.
That and Mahogany, low-key.
If you do somebody else on Sights and Silence, you had an actual song.
Hey, Drake was not on this album.
He wasn't.
That's interesting.
Nor Nicki. There's no Nicki nor Drake.
That's interesting to me.
I switched back though, which is
But I can understand the Nicki thing only because, like, yeah, she could have been on, but I can understand, the whole woman thing. But Drake is supposed to be his man.
Yeah, but I kind of think with this CD, I kind of think that you had to keep Drake off. I do.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like
I can see that.
we don't need to put Drake on this right now. You feel me? Like, let me show, like, I'm Drake's mentor. Like, I feel like if you put Drake on this, it's almost like Drake, come save me. Like, if my shit don't go the way I want, I know I got Drake. I got the Drake.
I get what you
feel
mean,
me?
yeah.
Versus, you feel me? Let me go ahead now. We know we're gonna get a Drake and Wayne, another Wayne. It's coming. It has to come. You feel me? But I think that he was, he could have been left off of that shit for sure.
I think had he put, and that's what, and I agree with you, because I feel like had he put Drake on it, he would have put Drake somewhere he would have fit, and that would have been like Sights and Silencers.
Yeah, most definitely. And
then
then we wouldn't have got the best out of the Drake. Or
Exactly, we wouldn't have got the best from Drake.
Or clearly the best from fucking Wayne, because he doesn't say shit on that.
But I said we didn't get anything from Wayne. It would have just been a very tired, drag out, just like, damn, this song can finally finish. I was just shit.
Unless they made it like an interlude and put Drake on like an interlude, maybe it would work that way.
When the last song Wayne and Drake did together?
It's been a while.
It's been a minute since
I think he was on Carter 5, was he?
Nope.
No, he wasn't Carter 5.
Yeah, well,
Believe me?
y'all let us know in the comments.
When was the last Wayne and Drake
last
track?
time Wayne was on the record?
Yeah.
So that's our review. 6s and 7s. I think. Yeah.
I think that's pretty fair, man.
pretty fair.
I mean, like I said, I can't. I've heard people, say, "Oh, the album was trash." You feel me? I
can't
just
call it
can't
trash.
truly say that the album was
You can't
trash.
call it trash.
Nah,
Is it a great album?
I'm not
No.
calling it trash.
And, it's not a trash album. It's not a great album. And it's not his best work. And it's not something that you like, oh, you got to go hear that Wayne. But I think out of these tracks that we all pretty much said that we like, I think some of those tracks he's given us definitely punchlines and he's given us quotables. And that's what Wayne's always done.
Or just all around
He's
good
always giving us quotables. Like, yeah, you can be able to go back to that.
This album is for the Wayne ads for sure.
No, most definitely.
Yeah,
most
for sure
definitely.
for the Wayne ads.
Yeah.
I guess with that, of course, you can follow your boy at Big Los IG on IG.
HollowCare__ on Twitter.
I am Jay Alonzo, all the social medias, at BTTC Podcast.
At Over the Top LV. Over the Top LV.
All right, with that being said, turn my mic up. We out.
Yes, sir.